This episode is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Meet the energy shot that tastes just like birthday cake. Confetti Craze Extra Strength 5 Hour Energy tastes like a rich, buttery vanilla birthday cake, frosting and all. Light the candles, make a wish, and get ready to celebrate with What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kinda Funny podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Greg, how are you?
I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
And we're going to tackle it right now with the best hair in the business, Fran Mirabella III.
Woo!
Hey, first time, I think, on the Kinda Funny podcast. Thanks for having me in.
Chad will keep you honest. They'll let you know if that's true or false. That's
yeah,
what
please
do.
let me know.
They do it all the time. Fran, I'm excited you're here. Nick, I'm excited you're here.
Bookended by Italian men.
I love it. It feels good. That feels
good.
warm. Your olive complexions, you know
yes.
what I mean? Ready to rock. Of course, thank you to our patreon.com/kindafunny producers, Carl Jacobs and Omega Buster. We couldn't do this without you. Of course, thank you to everybody live in the chat right now watching it. Gentlemen, I hate dragging our dirty laundry out. But there's a special reason we've assembled.
Yeah.
As everyone knows, we were the heart and soul of IGN.com. And they have been lost without us. And now IGN is celebrating its 30th anniversary. And I don't know about you two, but my phone hasn't been ringing off the hook.
I'm looking at mine right
You know
now,
what I mean?
and I don't have anything. I just
Fran,
have a Twitch.
have-
First, I
have-
heard that it's
so
the
my-
30th anniversary. Nobody told me. No, I'm obviously aware. But no, I haven't gotten the call, Greg.
It's interesting, especially when they're stealing your likeness.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, can we show video number one?
Stealing my likeness?
If you didn't know, everybody, two people I've never heard of or met before named Per Schneider and Damon Hatfield
Never heard.
delved into
I
the
did.
IGN vault in an amazing. They did a great game scoop when they announced, "Hey, it's the 30th anniversary of IGN. Here's everything we had." They went through all these different things. They went in, looked through all the boxes, basically that when they moved from San Francisco to LA, they threw into a room and shoved away. That's fine, okay. Insulting, of course. I didn't see any of my PS3s with stickers all over them. I know they're in there somewhere. Insulting. There wasn't a lot of Greg Miller talk. Like, here's a podcast beyond shirt and stuff like that. But Kevin, show the second video. When they go and decide to get YouTube famous by going through and using the visage of one Fran Mirabella III. Have you not seen this yet?
You know what? I didn't watch the full thing, and I heard about it, and I think I know what I'm about to see.
Yeah.
Are you going to make me tell the story of it?
Oh, yeah, we're going to tell the story
we're
on
gonna
this,
tell
of
the
course.
story
This
about
is, I feel like if us three are
think
together,
I
that's
know
what
what
we're
this
doing.
is.
We're talking about old IGN stories.
Oh, it
like when
is,
you got
dude.
this image of a bunch of different Fran Mirabella III photos that were then put together to then make one art piece.
Is the
of
glass
Fran Mirabella-
broken?
Of course
That's
it is.
totally broken.
This is how much.
That's really
This is how
antique.
much Per Schneider and Damon Hatfield care about real history at IGN. They're like, here's some
Wow.
stupid controller. Nobody cares. Fran, that's what it was about. All right?
That's a frantique.
A Frantique. That's good. Fran, what are we looking at here?
I wonder if you guys remember or have heard the full story. I'll try to keep it short, as you know. I can be
people
verbose, so
people tuned in because they want a real short podcast. That's what
cut
they
me
want.
off if you need. So
They love it when we can get out in 15 minutes.
Give me
Crazy
like a doctor's appointment.
I hope I remember this, but the crazy part about this is fan art that was submitted based on a photo that was taken in LA at a GameCube club, the Cube Club.
The Cube
These were
Club.
promotional events leading up to GameCube's launch.
That's some-
So again, there was a photo that someone took. So if you look at the actual photo, what this fan art is, it looks like my hand's on the couch, right?
Yeah, you look chill.
Watch on my hand, draped over. And that is not what the photo is. The
Okay.
photo is based on, I don't have it in front of me. There was a Cube Club where I took a photo. It was like with a fan.
Okay.
And I think they were in between or something. But anyway, they took the photo with me. And I think the same fan made the fan art after and sent it to me. So it was something special in that regard. But the story actually was even funnier because the photo went like this, Greg, and you can appreciate this. I'm actually relatively newer to IGN at the time, and it was me, Matt Casamassina at the time, IGN 64 and Nintendo fame all around. Everybody knew Matt Casamassina. So we go to take some photos with some fans, and there was someone else waiting, and we're kind of like, oh, the next photo, you know. So we both go start walking up, and the guy holds his hand. I was like, oh, no, just Fran.
Just Fran.
I just want Fran.
And so it was like this slightly uncomfortable moment for me, if I'm being honest. Like all of a sudden, it was like, no, Just you.
Just Fran.
And so whatever, the guy was nice enough. And then I think he sent the photo after. I think it was the same artist that took the photo. So
we are right now on IGN.com. June 16th, 2012 is when this got updated. I hate when the IGN
update stamps are all messed up.
Anyways, Cube Club in 2002. IGN Cube hits the party and comes home with pics, movies, and info you don't want to miss.
Yeah.
This is the lead. It's written by IGN staff.
That was Matt and I, probably.
It's 6:00 p.m. in sunny Hollywood, California. The streets are littered with their typical hodgepodge of vagabonds and upscale.
That sounds like me, dude. This could be me.
Upscale showboats.
1925.
That sounds like me.
What's a nice way to say homeless person?
Vagabond.
Despite the fact that it's actually a Thursday night, a mere half block east of the Grauman's Chinese Theater, purple beams of light and thunderous bass beats pour from the front corner entrance of a giant stone building. This scene is home to the long-awaited Nintendo revival of sorts, the 2002 Nintendo Cube Clubs.
I wonder if it sounds like me. If I'm
Cube Clubs first popped up around the nation during the same time last year in an attempt to give the general public a hands-on taste of its big upcoming holiday software. Nintendo toured its Cube Clubs in major cities across the United States. There's a bunch of images. Kev, you can throw it up and scroll on through, see what we got in here. Stepping inside, the club sported a very familiar atmosphere to the 2001. And even the E3's trade show. Dim, colored lights spun around the room. Intense hip-hop and rock rattled our ears. All while our eyes were fixated on every brilliantly glowing monitor animated with our favorite real-time software.
Do you think whoever wrote this article at the time knew that the next 25 years of press events were going to be exactly like this?
Yeah,
it sounds
the
like
press
this is the
events.
first time they've ever seen anything like this before in their life.
You know what's it?
Shout out to this shot they take across the bow because this is amazing.
Oh
Again,
my God!
What IGN, what made IGN pair wants to forget, never forget. These lucky gamers got to play the entire final mission of Metroid Fusion on the GBA. Craig Harris, eat your heart out.
Yeah.
Taking the fucking shot at Craig.
Honestly, I'll tell you why I think this is me is because of that intro, Greg.
Yeah.
And to add context, I always liked writing and stuff, but I wouldn't say I was some super strong writer. But when I got the spotlight of you get to publish stories, I think I had to use a lot more words. It sounds like what I was doing. And then, so what we would do with these, obviously, is just take a bunch of photos, and then you know how it went. You just need to make an article. So you look at a photo, write a line. Look at a photo, write a line, and just pop the story out at 11 p.m.
In fact, one dedicated fan named Jimmy even shared his secret,
It is Jimmy.
His
Jimmy
secret
the plumber.
infatuation with Fran in the form of an artistic piece dedicated to the fancy lad himself.
Oh, wait.
Observe and share the same stomach-churning sensation Matt and Corey have lived with ever since.
Oh, I wonder if this was not me, because I wouldn't have referred to myself in third person.
No,
this is Matt, definitely.
Oh, yeah, there's the name. So it is Jimmy Din. And, okay, I should also mention, Jimmy, it was Jimmy. I think he was the one who took the photo. But yeah, he still follows me on Instagram.
No shit.
I think so. Yeah.
How did Jimmy did?
I think he recently had sent me a note, basically. I forget what he said, but I was like, holy cow, I think this is that guy. So
all I'm saying is this, and I don't, Greg, I don't want to add too much to this podcast because I'm enjoying.
We're trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
We're trying to get out of
in
here
the next
quickly.
15 minutes. But if they don't reframe this photo immediately and hang it in Yael's
That's a great
office,
point.
that is a travesty. That is a travesty.
I'll be your legal representation.
if they don't hang it.
You tell them that we will send them whatever the opposite of a cease and desist letter is if they don't fucking hang that right now. You better tell Pear right now.
I'm on it.
And also, where's your Dark Knight statue? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I think.
Not available.
Did Pear change his fucking number? Did Pear
No.
block me?
Blocked you.
Did
There's
Pear
no way.
block
You
me?
called it one too many times, my man.
Actually, he was on vacation recently. Maybe he's got that international block on. By the way, two important.
Oh, it's steaming up. It's heating up.
No, he didn't block you, dude. I bet you it's he's international. By the way, two things to maybe mention about this before I forget.
Sure.
One who I met at a Cube Club.
Yeah, I do.
They invited celebrities to one of them.
Sinbad.
No,
That'd be cool.
much better.
I met Sinbad at E3 once.
Honestly, it was super brief.
Who is it?
Alicia Silverstone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Batgirl herself?
Clueless herself. yeah.
Yes. So I don't know why.
I remember
there
this.
was-
I remember this controller. This was. I'm surprised you haven't seen this. This was such a trip down
That
memory lane.
shit was in the office for so
to
long.
Oh, this
jump
is
in and
Steel
see
Battalion.
all the old shit.
That was the controller we used for the cockpit of the Halo Bollywood video that we made.
Mhm.
That's when he's doing this.
That's a Steel Battalion controller,
Yeah,
right?
he's-
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, from way back in the day.
Incredible.
What bunker are they in right now? What is this weird?
This is the new LA. It looks like
Is
A
the
U-Haul.
Clover office?
Yeah, throw it back up.
New Culver?
New
I
Culver.
think it's they were doing the whole thing of, hey, we're going into the archives for 30th anniversary. It looks like they just a storage shed where they had a bunch of stuff.
That's super
Also, shout out to someone in chat who noticed they were like, "Oh, watch not on the left wrist." Actually, I don't know why it's on the. I do switch it sometimes recently, but I wear my watch and stuff on my right hand, even though I'm right-handed.
right-handed. Yeah.
And people, I didn't find that out
Goofy-footed.
till much later in life that was abnormal. But I also play pool with my left hand. So
Oh,
little.
look at that, everybody. Fran's crazy. Did you know that Fran's crazy, everybody? Now you do.
just follow me on this.
Yeah.
Because this is an idea that I have, and I got to get him out just to see how the world's going to resonate with him. We make a statue of you,
Greg Miller.
Greg Miller.
Yeah.
Not like 1.5 scale, like the Batman statue at the end of Dark Knight when
Sure.
they pull it off.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like, that doesn't even look like Christian
Yeah,
Bale
that
at all.
doesn't look
It's
anything-
so
yeah, where
fucking
they go-
weird. Why is it so tall? And that's not even the same suit. We make that for you, and then we just ship it to the office.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's the LaCroix
Please
thing
add
where-
this to the archive.
Yes, add
Yeah.
this to the archive. And it's the thing where it's like it's so big. We make sure it's so big and heavy that it's just easier for them to put it in the office than it is to try to get it anywhere else.
Okay.
We drop it off at night, maybe.
Sure. That'd be great. Block the door.
Yeah, block the door. Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But on wheels, but like wheels that only move so far, and they have to keep the statue of you looking down in the lobby.
Looking fucking hard as
Looking
nails.
fucking
Yeah. I'm writing my cease and desist to Pear, so you guys can
Wait,
talk
what were
amongst yourself.
What were you
Thank
going to
you.
ask him on the phone?
I'm the legal representation for Fran Bell III, and we've noticed number one, you're not taking care of the image of him, and we demand that to be immediately reframed
Yes.
and hung in the IGN office. And number two, if you don't do that, there'll be big time problems.
Yeah.
And number three, we'd like the ad rev from that 15 seconds where you guys
Yes.
talk about it.
Yeah, and
Kind of funny wants it.
more importantly,
Mean
for
on?
context, because there is precedent for this.
Uh-huh.
If you drop a flag, an American flag on the floor, you have to burn it, right?
Yeah.
So this is the same kind of concept, right? You can't crack a picture
I don't
of
want them to do
frame.
that.
No, they can't burn it. But if the frame is cracked, you got to replace it.
Yeah.
It's a precedent. And you tell them it's against the law of the United States of America
Okay.
and California. Probably.
Got it.
It's probably
I'm
state
on
law.
it. I got all
I
that.
don't know if the state law thing happens. The California flag drops, you have to burn it too.
No, we don't care.
We don't give a fuck.
I've never heard this. I don't think you're supposed to burn the flag.
Fran?
I think you made this up.
Well, you can't let it touch the ground. We know
It's your
that.
legal representative.
That's true, but you don't burn it once you drop it.
Speak when smoking too, Fran.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep
I
your
like-
mouth shut while these proceedings occur.
I love the idea that it's more respectful that if you accidentally drop like an important flag, the American flag, that you have to burn it.
Burn it.
You're like, oh, you got to just throw that away, burn it in a trash can. If that
Let's see. You are not required to destroy the flag when this happens. Yeah.
Do
Well,
you? He looked it
Damn,
up.
I wasted a lot of flags. I'll tell you that right now.
You've been burning through.
$10,000 of flags in my life. I keep burning them.
Oh. But I mean, you bring up another important point, Greg, which is, how much do you think they owe us at this point? I mean, think of
Everything. You know what I mean?
the brand.
The founding fathers.
Yeah.
when SNL turned 50, right?
Mm.
That just happened recently. They did the SNL, I think it was their 50th or 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
I think it was 50th. We'll go with 50. That sounds
It's
better.
up there for sure.
Ceremony. The preferred method is a dignified private burning. The flag should be folded properly, placed in a fire, and completely consumed. I wasn't wrong.
No, that's
I thought I made that up.
that's a disposal method of like I don't know why you would
If
burn
the
but
flag touches the ground,
not if it
it's
touches-
soiled.
we okay.
But I'll tell you this, Fran, this is what this makes me think of, right? So SNL comes along, right? And everyone who's ever done anything on SNL gets the call back to go to the party, right? Where's our invite to the IGN 30th party?
Mm-hmm,
I mean, that's
Where is
good.
it?
Why was I not in
Why
the
am
bunker
I
with
not
that,
hosting
you know?
an episode of Game Scoop or
Right.
what's the IGN, the Daily Fix?
Yes.
Get Nick back
oh,
to
we
the
need
Daily
to get
Fix.
Nick on the Daily Fix for it.
What's going
Yeah.
on there?
Same. They should have had us
They still
through
do
for
the
a
Daily
week.
Fix? They still do the
They
fix?
still have the fix.
Chat, do they still do the fix?
They still have the Daily Fix.
I didn't really do Game Scoop either.
They have
I don't
two
know.
fixes.
What are their products now? Just the fixes?
I honestly don't know beyond that. No. They of course they have like
Reviews,
shows.
previews, shows.
I haven't kept up like with the programming as much since I left, but
I know.
it's roughly the same.
They still do the fix, yeah.
I'll tell you, I actually do have dirty laundry to air with the fix, so I'll put it out there. You guys pass it along.
What was the
Everything's-
third one? We want the rehung in the office. We demand the money. There's another one I threw out there.
I thought it was more money.
You wanted the average?
Chat, what was the third thing?
It needs to be reframed and put in a prominent position in either
That's
Pear
good.
or
Fran.
Yael's office.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of this, Corrado's not getting it.
No.
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's got.
It can't go to another Italian. It's got to go to someone non-Italian.
I definitely think it would
And then
make
we
sense.
said we
like,
have precedent for this because, as you know, if you drop a United States flag, you have to burn it. And so, I guess you could put "Don't make us burn your office down," but that seems like that's a little violent, so maybe we don't do that.
Got it. Not gonna do that.
Maybe it was the inviting us down there. It was the.
Oh,
or
also,
the-
where's our invite for the IGN 30th birthday party?
do they have a party? I wonder.
Well, they need to now.
Yeah,
I'll put that in there.
this is legal.
You're sending them a legal notice.
Also, did you change your phone number, FYI? Because I couldn't get a
But that's in my intro.
Okay.
Yeah.
It should be maybe a PS also, a postscript.
I was gonna forget, but they actually have 2 fixes now, Nick, and it's super minor, by the way.
One daily, one weekly.
I'm just messing. No, they probably still do that too. I don't know, but they rebranded it the G fix instead of the daily.
Sounds dirty.
One on top of it, the G looks like the GameSpot logo.
Yeah. There's only one
So
way
that
to
was
do
just
G.
it's funny because I've like mentioned it was super minor, but I was like, why did you guys do that? Because one's like the E fix, the entertainment fix.
One's
You know.
yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Well, we
okay.
already were doing that, but we didn't
Yeah.
separate the brands like that.
Mm.
Anyway, I just don't like the look of it. I'd have
Yeah.
some other notes.
Shots fired. Okay. Well,
But
I
no,
mean,
the fix is still.
we're drafting an
it's-
email to Pair right now. Do you want to just?
You just add that in there. He
I
already
feel like
knows.
the more that's
He already knows.
that's gonna complicate issues. Okay.
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 Let me hear it. What are you at?
This is to Per Schneider.
Yeah.
Subject line: cease and desist, all capitals. It says, "Hey Per, I just tried to call you, but apparently you've blocked my number. I'm contacting you as the legal representative for Fran Mirabella III, live on the Kind of Funny podcast.
link him to the video too.
I'm about to.
You gotta link
We saw you posted a tour of the
I-
IGN Vault. That's highlight. That's link.
huge.
So let me try. Now you understand there's a hyperlink there.
Yeah.
We saw you posted a tour of the IGN Vault, which I was not invited to, which is crazy. And it featured FM3. I should say an image. It featured an image.
Yes.
I know, you know what I mean? Because Pear's old, he'll be confused.
A famous image, really.
And then I go, so then now we have 3 bullet points.
Yeah.
Number 1, we demand the Fran art you and Damon manhandled is reframed and hung in a prominent place in the office. Number 2, we demand, as Kind of Funny representing Fran, the ad rev for the Fran image section.
Yeah.
And then 3, we demand you throw a 30th party and we're invited.
That's good.
The
Give them
30
our
that
bank
one-
account info so they can.
I say good day, Greg.
yeah, good day. So they can ACH and give us a
This-
transfer.
I love
13
that
It's gone. We're done.
I love the flow of cease and desist. You're in serious trouble. Hang an image. Also, please, you have to
There's
invite
no
us to a
cease and desist in the entire thing.
Actually, there is none. But it ends in you must invite us to a party.
Yeah, that you have to throw in our honor.
I just love that Pear thought he could get away from my shenanigans.
No.
But
Pear
I'll
doesn't
find
understand your psychoses.
No,
we'll drive down to
no.
that goddamn man's house.
Actually, don't you think he fully understands it?
Yeah,
Which is why he blocked it. Which is something.
scared of it.
Admit it, Nick. You would like to do it if you could.
to block Greg.
Yeah.
No, we're the
No.
best. We're the best.
No.
Fran,
I
you
would
understand that
never.
Nick and I know we're the funniest people in the office.
Yeah.
And that's why we have a text thread, me and Nick, where we included Andy and Tim just so they could see what
They
we're
can
talking
see
about.
it.
Wait.
You want in?
You want to know?
Wait.
Thread?
How do they see it though?
You'll see.
It's a text thread.
But they're on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I call it Nick Chat plus Andy plus Tim.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
But it's not. We're not there to talk to Andy or Tim. It's just me and Nick going
I
back
mean,
with ideas.
I don't want to intrude, but I'd love to see that madness.
You can read some of it.
Yeah, I can give you live reading right now. Okay. Let me make sure they're appropriate.
They're not, but it's okay.
Yeah, don't read live. I mean,
Yeah. No, that's fine. See, sometimes Nick doesn't respond though. So
You didn't respond to my last one.
August was because when the joke's perfect, what are you going to do?
That's true.
August 23rd at 1:05 p.m. I say, Nick, let's be inappropriate. I need a review this week.
Oh, I didn't. I missed
No
that
response. There was a point where a shadow version of it popped up. There was all of a sudden somebody did something. We had a second running thread.
Oh,
then I
maybe
said this one Saturday, August 23rd at 9:25 p.m. Nick, I golfed a quick 9 with Andy.
I didn't see anything.
And he basically said that the only way he'd ever respect you is if you showed up at his house tonight and quote unquote threw hands.
Oh, I didn't see anything.
Then we get back on track with this.
Okay.
February 13th, Nick says at 4:50 p.m. Hey, Greg, Johnny Ace and Blessing really beat Andy's ass today at Mario Tennis. You probably felt it like when Obi-Wan felt Alderaan
all the wrong what?
explode. Felt Alderaan explode.
Oh,
Star Wars
okay. Yeah,
Star Wars
yes. I got it.
Monday, February 16th, Nick was, this is me. Nick, was Andy funny today? Nick goes, meh.
Yeah.
No, that was it.
Yeah.
He's on the thread.
Yeah.
Sunday, I said, Nick, this is this Sunday at 3:51 p.m.
Yeah.
I said, Nick, should we learn Mandarin? That way, I'm sorry, Nick, we should learn Mandarin. That way, when Tim comes back, we can speak Mandarin on shows, and he'll be all like, what? And then Nick said, I believe, hello in Mandarin.
I said, okay.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Dow.
I didn't know how to do it.
Did I say
Yeah.
it? I don't know.
And then apparently I butt dialed it Sunday at 6:55. I just said I.
Yeah. I didn't know if that was something else that you were responding to.
I'm going to
We're
say,
off
Nick,
on it.
sorry I sent that I. That was a mistake. Sorry
we're fine with
I
it.
sent that, quote unquote, I.
This does bring up a good
That
question, though. I'm actually curious, is there still an audience that would, let's say there was an IGN 30th like reunion podcast.
Yeah.
What would that look like? Who would, be on that? And like,
If I
is
were
there a
producing that,
demand?
I would do exactly what SNL did, which is just throw a fucking like long ass show and invite everyone to come, the guests on the podcast.
It'd be like everybody.
everyone.
Yeah.
You want to know something? I'm glad we got here organically, and I love that. I'm sorry, adding Fran to see me and Nick talk. You're now on it. You're on there. Perfect.
I don't know why I asked for this.
Nobody asked for it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's thrust upon you.
I agree.
One of my favorite things IGN did was my first year at IGN when they were still celebrating 10 years, which is outrageous to say.
Yeah.
And the video team did a documentary.
Oh,
You
yeah.
remember
that?
Oh, yeah. It
You
was
did
huge.
a
I remember.
multi-part,
I
awesome
did.
documentary.
It's really
You
good.
brought in old people.
Yeah.
It was unflinching.
history of IGN, yeah.
It was literally like when I think Per was talking about the Fox buyout.
Yeah.
When he's like, it was this or close the site. Like, and we were still owned by Fox.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like so good. And now I don't know if that exists.
It's online. It's funny. I don't remember what it was called.
I think it was called The History of IGN. And it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
part 1, part 2, part 3. I remember distinctly
Yes.
because you put me in charge of that. And
Yeah.
it was like, oh, this is...
You killed it.
And I
Oh,
dug
there
up
it is,
all
yeah.
sorts of archival of footage of like the old Brisbane office with all the
Yeah.
chairs. Remember, it was like this... It's a crazy ass story.
Yeah.
It's like people like sleeping under their desks. And
Oh,
shit
man,
like that.
IGN uploaded. I'm an idiot.
We still
It
did
is
that
on
when
YouTube
you
here.
were there. So
The History of IGN 2008, the story, part 1.
Yeah, I don't know how many parts I did. I'm not sure entirely. why
I
we
always
did
thought this
multiple
was
parts.
right on straight.
And you know what the funny part is? That was Nick kind of just training and shaking off the dust for the did you do the Guitar Hero parody doc? Yeah, like meaning in a way this was the real like it led to the IGN Weekly. You remember the Guitar Hero?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Doug
God.
Perry, look at that.
But yeah, this piece is really good because it was what you're talking about. It was like a straight up documentary. And you had like
Forgot about that.
we had people from like 1996, like Julian Rignall maybe, or like these people. That was before I got there, but dude, the studio.
This was a really cool project for me too, because I don't know that I knew when I got the job at IGN. I always talk about how I was so stupid back then. I had no idea how much I'd lucked into like this incredible lineage of humans and people and just this cool company.
There you
Yeah.
are,
I did not
Fran.
know that Dolphin Cove was memorialized
Oh yeah.
in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Holy
You should go back and
crap,
watch
dude.
it. I remember
That was the fan site.
I really enjoyed doing this. I remember like learning. It blew my mind that Doug wrote for like Next Gen magazine. 'Cause
Yeah.
I grew up
Yeah,
reading
yeah.
that. I was like, wait, what? And so it was really cool to kind of get the history of everyone and see everyone. None of these people have matured past this point. I want you.
No, this one
Um,
started.
Yeah.
Man, I got to go back and actually watch it. I didn't
the old-
realize.
that's the old
Wow, this is giving me some wild.
So was this
flashbacks.
not for the 10th anniversary?
I think it was.
It says
No, you-
2008, right? So that doesn't make
Didn't it start? Look,
You know
what's
what?
What's the front thing? Go back to the. If you scroll back to the front, what's the image say? That
Genesis.
No. The opening. That right here.
Nick
Pause right
did
here. What
those
does this say
graphics,
right
I
here?
believe.
IGN
10th anniversary, you're right.
Yeah.
So,
That's something
Greg,
weird, yeah.
you're onto something, which is, and Per could explain it much better. It was
he won't
fudge.
answer my phone. He won't
Well,
even let me
there,
call him.
you just saw like a 1997 thing, and I don't know if that was in 97, but it was a little fudged.
Okay.
It was fudged because there was like whatever the precursor to Imagine
Oh,
Games
we're
Network.
talking about when it became
When it
IGN.
became Imagine
IGN.
Games Network.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it
This
was
is when they
fu-
started the .com from the
Got it.
magazine.
Yeah.
So basically, you're saying this 30th anniversary that we haven't been invited to go into the archive, which is fucked up, is fake.
No, it's a good point that, you
This
might have
would be
just
the
figured
real
something
30th
out.
anniversary.
We'll have to fact check it, but the 30th, Greg,
I can't believe they're doing this.
Greg, I
I
think,
thought you could trust IGN. Turns out you can't.
because if you think of the date, it's 26, but wasn't this produced in like 27 or 28?
That says 08.
mean,
Yeah,
sorry,
that says 2008.
Yeah, so
Look at
meaning
you,
how
Fran.
could it be the 30th if the 10th was in
When the
08?
first website went up. Now, for the record, IGN did explain this when they
Well,
when
so
they went
here's
live.
the short of it, Chet, which is there was affiliation and all these sites like Saturn World, you're seeing it, and then they all came together under the umbrella officially of, at the time, it was Snowball, which owned Imagine Games Network. And anyway, we fudged or paired.
As you all know, there is now real beef between me and Per because he's blocked my number and hasn't responded to my email
So
yet,
that's
even
a
though he
sign
might
of
be on
aggression.
vacation, according to him. The IGN, welcome to IGN 30, a note from Per, right? The opening says IGN is celebrating its 30th anniversary on September 29th, 2026. Before it was later rebranded IGN 64, our first site, N64.com, launched the same day Nintendo 64 came out in the US back in 96.
Yeah.
So that's the confusion. 96 is N64.com. IGN.com must be 2008. Or I'm sorry, 98.
Got it.
It was somewhere in there, exactly. Again, it was when all the sites got banned
Oh, here
together.
you go. Here we go. Yeah. I'm still reading from Pair.
Wow.
Other content is lost to the ages, blah, blah, blah.
Hair.
We would like to keep the articles written on SaturnWorld.com after merging them into the all-new site, IGN.com in 99. So there you go. 99 is the launch of IGN.
The end of that. Wild times. But yeah, no, I mean, you stumbled onto something interesting. Like, we
They lied
clearly
to us.
celebrated the 10th, but now it's the 30th, but it's not the same timeline.
Yeah, but you know how all those
it's
go.
minor.
It's like it occurs to you, and then it's a little late. You go, well, just say it's the 10th. Close enough.
They needed to
That's
sell
what they
something.
do, you know?
They
It's
needed
like
to
when we
sell
go,
it this
"Hey,
year.
It's the 1,000th episode of Gamescast. We're like, is it?
Daily. Games
Is it?
Daily.
Games
yeah,
Daily.
yeah.
We're like, is it? We don't
We're
know.
like,
We'll just
we
say
think it is. I checked. It's fine.
And they recently told the story. I'm sure the audience knows, but how N64 IGN owned that, and
Yeah.
Nintendo politely asked for it back,
Yeah.
without being like crazy over the top, like suing or ceasing desisting. They didn't really do that. They were like,
It's
well,
2026. I can't be nice to Pair, clearly.
so then it became IGN64.com, and Nintendo took that over. Another side fact is, do you remember Zelda.com? Do you remember the
No,
story?
I don't remember Zelda.
Well, there was Zelda.com, and let me just say, you didn't want to go to Zelda.com for a while.
Was it dirty?
It was a porn site for a while. Yeah, and they had to
hentai shit or what?
they had to take it back. No,
Oh
it was
my
just
God,
straight
look at
up
Tim
like
Geddes.
porn stuff.
Look how young he was.
God, he was a boy.
He didn't know he was going to have a baby.
Unbelievable.
It was-
We were just
oh,
kids.
no.
That was when we moved to Brisbane, obviously, but
No, that's when we moved
that's-
downtown. That's
F.
625.
I meant
F.
from Brisbane too.
I got you.
I said it backwards.
Did Tim ever work in Brisbane?
No.
No.
No, right?
No,
Yeah.
you were right.
Rivers
It was-
was our intern in Brisbane.
It was
Got
there.
it. Got it.
And I think Tim didn't start until that next year. Because I think we were on the bottom floor when Tim started. Remember we used to take up 2
Yeah.
floors, and then everyone's like, "Well, this
We
is
did
a waste
3.
of money."
did
That's
3.
right.
Eventually.
We had that third where the original podcast room was the only thing editorial did on floor 2,
Wait, which
is the-
office?
625.
Yes, yeah.
And then you went
And they
up.
walled off the stairway, but they kept the stairs.
Yeah.
This is so confusing. It's
Yeah.
the stairway that goes to
Yeah.
nothing.
They just put a ceiling above it.
So this is actually very kismet.
Why are
because
you looking on my Instagram?
because you're hot, dude.
Because your
What?
arms are huge. bro.
Today's Greg Way is me.
Fucking
It was a
so
question from Blaster Goblin about what are after having done this job so long on my side of the industry, our side, game criticism, whatever you want to call it. What are the good changes and the bad changes? And I was running through and I was talking a lot about The Office because I hate that there isn't an IGN SF office anymore.
Yeah, that's
and
a
even though
bummer.
there is an LA office, even then there's still people up here. There's so much remote stuff. We didn't know how good we had it.
Yeah.
Running around Brisbane, running around San Francisco.
Oh my God, yeah.
Dude, the move.
We had our own floors effectively.
Yeah.
Almost as editorial. It felt that way.
Brisbane, we took up 3 floors, right? Because we were
Yeah.
on like 2. 3.
Brisbane.
But the Brisbane office when I
It
started,
varied, but it was at least 2.
we always had at least 2. But I thought there was a floor below us because I thought it was like
Not for us.
really.
We were the lowest floor. as I
Were we?
recall. Right, Greg?
No, I sort
In
of
Brisbane?
Yeah, because we were the second floor, weren't we?
Brisbane.
And then I think we were
well,
the second.
mailroom was above us in
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
But it did.
Roy's
The
office
thing
was
is, though,
above us.
we probably moved once or twice, and like it became blurry. So,
Yeah.
and Greg, you never worked at the office before that.
no, I was on
Yeah, you saw some of that
8,000
footage.
Mirabella.
Yeah.
where I worked.
Yeah. So when I got in, it was very fast, but I got here here in San Francisco, but there at IGN in 2000, and we were by the Candlestick, the old Candlestick,
yeah.
and we were
That's
just
the part.
there for like, dude, it was like 6 or 7 months. Then we moved to you weren't in that office either,
Cedar Point Park.
the one that you saw in the footage, and then we moved to the office that you were in.
Mirabella.
After that, we moved to downtown.
Yeah.
And that was the first true studio. So
Yeah,
that was
you guys had
for
built that
us.
out.
That was
we like literally
huge.
moved. Yeah, that was huge.
Because our first studio was, as you saw in that documentary, I was,
Black curtains.
I was like, can we have the biggest conference room, please?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we had to fight for, and they wouldn't give to us. Eventually, we did, and we just put up pipe and drape,
Yeah.
thanks to Nick's expertise
Yeah,
and
that was
budgeting.
fun.
But it was the right move. And we did a hell of a lot with like a small space. Yeah, see, that was the Candlestick one that I'm referring to.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that
Dude,
one.
there were 2 people at a desk. So I was
Is that you and Aaron
sitting.
Boulding?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude, it's funny. I was half of Matt's desk or something. It was crazy back then.
You are wearing that watch on the right hand.
Yeah, no,
Crazy.
I switched it just so people wouldn't be confused. In general, I was wearing on the right hand.
Just so people wouldn't be confused.
I didn't know. Somebody had to tell me. I forget. I think it was like, so it was somebody at the office that was like, "Oh, you're left-handed." I'm like, "No," and they're like, "Well, you wear your watch in your right hand." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, that's not normal. I was like, "Why?" They're like, "It gets in the way of everything." I'm like, "I guess not
Yeah.
really." I don't know. It's not. Usually, it's not.
Well, at
Cool.
least you're not one of those freaks that wears the watch.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is
That's actually
Marina.
my desk.
This is Marina Boulevard, yeah.
I believe that was my desk.
God, remember those desks?
Yeah,
hold on this because
they were
this is
so big.
Oh, it is my desk. Look at
So-
the
That is, yeah.
look at the.
stupid how much space we had.
I was two over. It was you, and I want to say I forget who was there, but then I was on the other side of the.
We moved so much though, but I'm like,
This was the last configuration of the desk.
oh
right?
yeah.
Until we moved to
The Great
San
Wall of Video,
Yes.
where we built. See those double high walls?
Mhm.
So we're getting very inside baseball. The office didn't have these taller cubicle walls. There they are. Yeah. I had to ask for the second level because I was like, guys, it's too loud. We're trying to edit. Like, we can't even have a conversation at our desk without, like, Spence being like, bro, I'm trying to, like,
Spence.
write my music articles, man. He was basically Otto from The Simpsons. He was
That's
our
right.
music
Spence
editor.
on the side. And then Bernard's office was right there. I remember because I judo
Yeah.
threw Brennan in front of him one time.
What-
And instead of calling HR immediately, he just went like this.
Yeah. Hey, Kevin, I was going to say, could we identify what my desktop wallpaper was? Can we tell what that was at the
That
time?
looks like
It
Dead
looks.
Space.
It could be
No.
dead. Iron Man.
What's the space game that's
Space Marine?
No,
No, this
Halo?
would have been like
Fran was
2007.
It's,
So
the people that make the Diablo, they got a space one, right?
StarCraft.
My
They're not
friend wasn't a
StarCraft,
StarCraft
like,
guy
no?
though.
Well, if you guys figure it out in chat,
Let's see what it looks like.
looks like Nemesis.
Nemesis?
Well, you mean Resident Evil?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I actually think it's most likely Dead Space. That checks out, dude. Checks out. But here, very fast desk tour is the bottom right there is the Panasonic Q. That's the hybrid GameCube DVD player. Very rare. Has a mirror on the front.
Huge.
Obviously, we got a CRT monitor next
Gotta
to
have
my regular flat panel.
Yep.
And then
What are those buttons about the pins that you have in that frame?
THQ. Where is that? I wonder. At the time,
went out of business.
Greg, you'd appreciate this. They used to send us stuff, but for WrestleMania, they sent out like all these WrestleMania pins or something.
Okay.
It's like a collection of all
Sure.
the WrestleMania pins.
Hard to believe THQ's out of business.
Yeah.
It's just a waste of money.
No,
Dude, I tell this story all
short
the time
desk
too. Again, different era of video games, criticism, journalism, whatever you want to say. But the obnoxious amount of money THQ would waste, and when they would publish SmackDown versus Raw, and I would review them, and then they would send me every copy, and I mean every copy. You'd get a box this big that was PS,
Oh my
whatever,
God.
360, Wii, DS, PS, whatever. Every version was piled in there, right? Oh, it's too huge.
Too human. That checks out. Wow.
Piled in there, but it wasn't just me. They sent them to every IGN editor. Every IGN editor got every version of the game, and I, as a fan of the game, it was so heartbreaking that then it was, all right, trip to the mall, and everybody went to the mall and traded them back into GameStop
Oh,
on the
dude.
day to get the money to then buy whatever we needed to.
Others.
We didn't get, again, it's a weird world to think about back then of like what THQ was doing, in many ways, the right thing. Let's get your game to all the people who talk and write about video games. Usually what it was is IGN would be lucky to get 2 copies. There it is, damn. 2 copies of a game. One would be for review, whatever. And so everybody else was then SOL, like, okay, you got to go buy a game. Like, I can't, the amount of
Yeah.
games I had to buy at IGN to play because we just didn't have it that way.
Yeah. No, and you're hitting on it. My first reaction when you said that, I was like, yeah, I never was very comfortable with that. And honestly, Greg, we knew there were some people that were just trading stuff in to like buy DVDs for themselves and games. And like, meaning that I
And
absolutely.
the credit, my guys were, when we were doing it, it was, I remember, I've told the story a million times. I'm there, I'm a young upstart or whatever. I'm Beyond. I'm a podcast Beyond founder.
Yeah.
And that first year, all I did was talk shit about the PlayStation 3. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know why anyone would buy this, to the point that Dunham one day was like, hey, you gotta die. You can have that opinion, but we've heard it. You don't keep
gotta
saying
die.
it. You know what I mean?
I don't remember that.
But
Wow.
eventually I went and put, it was, we'd get our review copies, which are usually burned, and then you would get the actual box copies to put in the library and court.
Totally.
And
But it-
so
There it is.
the library was behind me. And so I one day went over there and I put something in there, and I looked at this library, and I went back to Roper and I was like, hey, so I noticed the library has like quadruples of games we're never going to play. Like, I'm not talking about it's God of, you know what I mean? These are trash, whatever,
Yeah.
THQ garbage. I was like, if I go through and I alphabetize that entire motherfucker and I do this whole thing, can I take the doubles, the triples, whatever, trade them in so I can buy a PS3? And he looked at me, he's like, yes, but I get first pick out of what I want. I'm like, sure thing, brother.
God
So we
bless
just
him.
did that.
God bless him.
But and that was to the point though. Like that was ultimately we just needed stuff for IGN. Like I mean, we were literally you were bringing that PS3 home to play stuff to review. Like, and it was we didn't have
I'll never
endless.
forget that calling all cars I had in my bag to go home and play, and the strap broke because it's so fucking heavy.
Yeah.
It just crushed the top corner of that PS3.
By the
So it
way-
ran like a dream, but fuck that thing up.
That article you were on, Kevin, there was a tie-in to the desk shop, but the Dolphin. There's a bag that I got from Game Developers Conference. It was hanging at my desk. It was just a blue bag with like Dolphin on it. That was the code name for GameCube. But
Is that why it was Dolphin Cove?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was just the code name. But yeah, so I had that bag. That was actually I never attended that GDC. Yeah, but in the bag was a squishy little dolphin, and I always hung that at my desk. I still have that somewhere, but it was from the conference.
That's old school.
That's weird because it's like that's the GameCube before it was the GameCube.
It's so weird to me because
Kevin, I'm sorry, just jumped at like 52 seconds. I want to see my desk. Like, I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like this one of me freezing myself
Oh, dude.
is like the best time capsule of my desk, right? If it pause it anywhere you want. Well, yeah, right there's a great one.
what your desk looks like right now.
Are you kidding me? I would die to have this much space again.
Yeah.
Like our desks, even our new
You're
desks.
much smaller.
But it's like, it was such a funny thing of starting here for IGN and then, go to, no, please go back. Then
Eat your heart out, Greg.
then go all the way back to 625 and the desk
goon.
keep shrinking and like the amount of like all these figures and toys and stuff that I know Nick still thinks I have, but I don't. But I ended up throwing away because I was just like, I don't have room to put these things or whatever. I want you to know how close we were, everybody, to Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord. We were talking to them about doing a bit where I got unfrozen. Like they wanted like a pitch, and like I was like, "Here's a pitch. Like here's this video about me getting frozen. Let's get people back. Let's get Damon. Let's get Craig Harris to unfreeze me for this." We were very close to following up on this bit from wherever. But look at all those PSP boxes up there.
Look
Dude,
at
it's
Nate Ahern wearing bootleg jeans
And flip flops, I
With
guarantee. Wait,
flip-flops.
yep.
Yeah, of course he was. That's who he
Flip-flops,
was.
of course
Yeah. But send me back to that 52-second mark, Kev. Just to get I miss this desk. I miss this era. Again, today I'm
Yeah.
very nostalgic. And not only having Fran here, but having it be like the Greg way today talking
just
about
pause there. Let's just look
just
at
talking about all this stuff. My childhood real Ghostbusters image down in the front there, which I still have. I'm gonna put up in Ben's room, I assume, one day. On top of that Superman bust I still have in my closet
Superman
at home.
bust. That's
Greg,
the,
you
see-
that's the piggy bank, right?
Well, I'm talking about the one down in the lower right
right?
corner,
Yeah.
but yeah, up in the top is
Oh, I
the
see.
piggy bank that was on the set forever. The same thing with the Truman thing. That was on the Kind of Funny set when we branched off into.
Your desk is way cooler than mine.
I mean,
I just never like.
My favorite thing too, all those post-it notes for you, just so everybody knows, are passwords for like
Oh,
nib.
dude.
They're like the aspect ratios because
Yes.
around the corner from this very shot is where I had to take my goddamn PSPs
Capture
and,
footage.
and pop out the UMD to pop out the memory card, put them into these PSP towers.
Yeah,
that
pause
then
right
I had
there,
to put into. I recorded and then had to put into Sorensen Squeeze
Yeah.
to
Yes.
squeeze them because they would record in 4x3. I had to stretch them back out.
This was PlayStation. On the other side was Doug and the Xbox guys, right?
No, they're down the aisle.
They're down the aisle.
That
Who's
was
on the
Craig. That was Craig right there.
Oh, that was Craig at the
It was
time.
at one point. It was Craig.
Go
At
back
one
up.
point, it was
Go forward
John
there.
Robinson. That's. I think it says Craig Harris there. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
that's
If,
Craig
if you
Harris.
hold on this one, that board right there. This is a fun piece of trivia. The board with you see a triangle of darkness there.
Mm-hmm.
That was the
On the
podcast.
left side.
That was the Podcast Beyond Superfan board beyond thing. When people started writing in wanting to be the official fencer of Podcast Beyond.
Yeah.
Right next to Damon, you see two girls' asses because one girl wanted to be the official ass of Podcast Beyond.
Oh,
So we
my
put
God.
them up there. We put
Different time.
100% different time to the point that I remember when Roper's wife came by one day and was reading all of it and saw that and she goes, "If you guys worked in a real place, you'd all be fired."
Oh,
and
yeah.
him and I are like, "What do you mean?" Like, no, she wanted to be the magic booty of Podcast Beyond. And she's like, "No, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
that can't be a thing."
But
And I
yeah, and at a
think
minimum, you
you-
can't hang it in the office.
But
You-
we were, for the record, everyone here knows me incredibly well. It was we're not sexualizing anybody.
No.
It was like, oh, you want to be the magic booty of Podcast Beyond? Sure. Because it was this bit of all these nonsensical titles we were giving people.
Jeff Haynes in the back.
Yeah, Jeff Haynes in the back. Yeah, they're right there. Jeff Haynes behind the G
Jeff
and Craig
Haynes.
Harris. That's the PSP capture.
Look at that
station right there.
Alienware, dude.
If you look over that
Holy
blue,
cow.
I think if memory serves correct, and Fran, you can remind me of this. That blue pillar over there is where the video team was, right?
No, you're the opposite way.
Oh no, but
You
we
would walk-
originally were.
Oh,
Yes.
really? Oh,
yeah.
well,
we
and that's
originally were over
why I
there,
got-
And then when we all moved, Fran moved to the.
That was my desk by that blue pillar. And so I don't remember how you sat around me, But probably at first. Oh, that
it
was
your
it.
desk, and then I
You
was opposite, and then it was Brennan.
and Eric was over there too.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I think that was even before GameSpot came in, and then they sat there.
Yeah.
Then eventually we moved. So yeah, we moved all
us
the way to the
all
other side. Like the demo room is right. You know where
Yeah,
the
you can
demo
see
is
the
from
demo
there?
room glass.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
right there, that black
like right
corner
through
on the
there.
left.
Yeah.
Dude, the demo room, my pride and joy. Where's the footage of that?
It was.
I can get it. I can get that for you.
On
Yeah.
some level, I really
spent
do
so much time
sort
on
of
that.
miss being at a company that big.
Yeah.
Because it was you would walk in and there was just there was just so many people that you just could interact with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And I love everyone that we work with here, but this just feels like so much more small and nimble. Whereas going into the office like this, there was always some fucking weird thing happening that you were like,
totally.
I don't want to be any like whatever Mark Nix was doing. I just didn't.
Oh,
we were like, we're not going to be a part of this.
You remember
Him
the
had
12
great-
Days of Francemas?
How can we forget?
These are, dude, Greg, I mean, that's what you should look up. It's on YouTube, I think.
You gotta look up.
So I don't know if we get into that or not, but
Yeah.
dude, it to the point,
It's funny.
there are so many things happening. Yeah.
Maybe we do
Little
a
Mike-
break first, and then we.
I was gonna say, hold on. I'm trying to find the demo room because I was like, oh, I did a singing competition there. Kevin, I'm gonna send this to you now, but we're gonna go to ads before it.
Oh.
I don't remember this. We're gonna watch this with the sound up from 14 years ago. IGN's Greg Miller takes you on a desk tour.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like there's a walk-in of the whole
Awesome.
thing. I don't even know what you're gonna see.
I think I remember this.
Everybody, of course, before we watch that, I'll remind you that we couldn't do this without your support. Pick up a Kind of Funny membership on patreon.com/kindoffunny, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, Apple, Spotify. Of course, you could go there, get all of our shows ad-free, get the ability to hang out with me, Greg Miller, each and every weekday in my car for a show we call Greg Way. And of course, get good karma for supporting an 11-person, 11-year-old small business. But right now, you're not using benefits, so here's a word from our sponsors. This episode is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Meet the energy shot that tastes just like birthday cake. Confetti Craze Extra Strength 5 Hour Energy tastes like a rich, buttery vanilla birthday cake, frosting and all. Light the candles, make a wish, and get ready to celebrate with every sip. Feel unstoppably energized with as much caffeine as your favorite 12-ounce fancy coffee, but with 0 sugar and 0 sugar crashes. For more information and to get the party started, visit 5 Hour Energy or Amazon today. And we're back, everybody. And if Kevin, if you're ready, I'd love to watch a 3-minute desk tour of whatever.
Audio on or off?
Yeah, audio on. Yeah, I don't know what we're
I
getting
actually
into.
think I remember this video.
I can't imagine that, but I appreciate that. So we're down.
This
This, is
was San
625.
Francisco.
This is 625.
Yeah.
The snake
The
thing with
music
John,
is terrible.
That sign was dope, by the way.
amazing sign.
I remember when I walked in and saw that, I was like, Jesus, we put some money into this motherfucker.
What's up, Walter? It's me, Greg Miller from the IGN.
Thanks for recording this on
you want
your
a tour of my
Nokia
desk?
phone.
I say one.
First
that
off,
sounds
pause
good.
it,
First
pause
thing we'll
it.
start with
It's not my. It's an IGN community video. So what? They gave Bromley probably a fucking little tout camera or some bullshit. He's doing the
Was
best
he there
can.
then?
Words.
I mean, who else from
Probably.
IGN? Maybe it's Walter Lopez. Like I don't know. I don't know what the IGN community YouTube page.
Okay.
Sorry, go
the
for
first
it.
thing I just saw. Here is this magnet they made us make one year for E3, and it's supposed to have all the things. These are the people I've crossed out. That's who I've outlasted. Right now I need to outlast Mark Ryan,
You're an insane human
Fran,
being.
Tal, Pear, Chris Carl. I'll get to them eventually. I
Didn't do
any
it.
of those
I
are-
beat Chris Carl, I
Almost
guess.
all of them, yeah.
Because you see, I outlasted 2 offices too. We don't even work in these offices anymore. I also outlasted the logo. So that's been a tour of my desk. Over here, we have all the podcast art. If you remember the old podcast room, we used to put art all over the walls, and we moved to a new podcast room, and it's all brick. And so they were going to throw away all the old art, and I said, okay, that's fine with me. And then Colin Moriarty, he only does everything, went down there and saved all the art, saved all the Beyond artwork, and then I just sat on it forever, so I finally put it up here. Let's move in here. I just reorganized a little bit ago. I got my Green Lantern. I was a Green Lantern for Halloween. I had this guy. It used to light up, but then I got really drunk and threw it.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't light up anymore.
Greg used to
But
drink a
I'm
lot.
not going to fix that anytime
Greg
soon.
used to drink a lot.
I have my Twitter profile there from all the times I'm on camera there with Damon, and I use that. I got a bunch of builds for games that don't matter anymore. Metal Gear, Uncharted.
Why did you hold on to him,
Spider-Man,
Greg?
The Edge of Time or whatever. Like, I'm going to play that one. And then I got a bunch of Ecto ones. This one makes noise. There you go.
Ben plays with that all the time.
This one came with Fujifilm, 1989. Ghostbusters 2.
Ben plays with that all the time, and
one.
it's
The
fucked
only
up now.
Hot Wheel I ever kept. Also got a
This wasn't your
fan-made
desk near me, right?
Portillo ornament.
This wasn't your-
Just
this was your
to my
first
desk all
desk.
the time, says Beyond.
No, I mean this is
You
625.
know, normal
So
stuff, PlayStation 3.
Yeah, maybe my
Debug
first
one that
desk
runs
there.
these special discs, retail one that I'm anxiously awaiting to play Jurassic Park on eventually. Right now I'm on Steam as well, trying to keep track of when it'll be up so I can actually sit down and review it. I got my A30s from Astro along with my custom Beyond tags. then a whole bunch of other junk. This is Taylor Swift signed Guitar Hero faceplate, Band Hero actually at the time.
I've been there.
Walking Dead
I'm an OG,
Zombies, Stay
everybody.
Puft, Superboy.
Pause for 1 second. That
dedicated Greg Miller
Walking
fan.
Dead figure that I just picked up for 2 seconds was sent by an IGN fan who met Craig Harris at a New York or Nintendo store New York thing. His name, Andrew Goldfarb.
Oh yeah,
Goldfarb
yeah,
sent that to me
beautiful.
before I had any idea who he was.
The 30 Rock star, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
It was on Law and Order SVU.
Sorry, go for it.
Dedicated Greg Miller fans will know that I once saw that Superboy statue in France and didn't buy it. Regretted it in my entire life and searched for it Comic-Con after Comic-Con. And then finally just bought it off eBay because that's where everything is. Superman bust I've had for years and years and years. A whole bunch of different lanyards.
Twisted
Superman, blah, 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 blah. Dual monitor setup. Watching the PlayStation blog. So I can then yell at Colin to please write up whatever the PlayStation blog says so I can continue to refresh Jurassic Park of the game. Because you never know. As soon as that starts, I got to play it. I can't be sitting here writing anything. And then finally, I got my Mizzou coffee mug. That I used to have another Mizzou coffee mug, and it was a basketball. It said Missouri basketball. And at some point, I left it somewhere in the office, and it didn't make it back to me. As if there's hundreds of Mizzou fans that could have. So, anyways, I bought this one in Columbia. I'm very close. I don't want to ever lose it again. That's my desk in a nutshell. There's a whole bunch of garbage down there. This bookcase used to have.
What's that frame photo right there? Can you scroll back and see what that frame photo is?
I like our forensic analysis of it is, man, it's such a
Because I'm trying to figure out if that's my desk.
No, that would
it's not
either be
right. Nah.
Getty. That is Ryan
Oh, there's a
Getty's.
PlayStation thing on there, so that's probably Ryan.
It could have also
Or-
been a capture desk.
Yeah, Ryan Geddes and I
Garbage
shared
down there.
the thing for a while.
Bookcase
That's
used to
just
have-
that's my
that's
desk.
it's when we first moved and you guys were on the other side. Because at some
Yeah.
point you moved.
Yeah,
over
yeah,
towards
yeah.
video,
At some
and
point
you and
they
I shared
merged
the desk.
editorial and video.
That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
that's right.
exactly.
Okay, never mind.
Well, thank you for that trip down memory lane today, everybody. I didn't
pretty
expect that. I didn't expect it to get.
Yeah, you
knocked
just
down.
also reminded me. I don't think we necessarily need to watch, but
Do it.
remember IGN Cribs, the Fran house tour thing?
Yeah.
That reminded me of that. But then, yeah, if you've never seen, I don't even remember.
Can you find the game scoop where you
12
start
days of
throwing
Francis.
shit off of the 4th level of the parking structure?
That was when Ghostbusters got canceled, and I didn't throw things off. I threatened to throw myself off.
That's fair.
We did throw the Xbox off.
What
the
is
roof, though?
this?
Oh, is this 12 Days of Franzmas? I was so upset with it. Okay, so you
12 days.
okay, you can find this on YouTube, but Greg, you will
Yeah.
appreciate that. You really don't remember what happened?
No.
I'll leave it simple to this. Mark Nix decided to torch me once
Oh
again.
no, Fran miss. I know he doesn't know it.
Oh,
I don't know.
you remember 12 Days of
Yeah,
Franzmas then?
yeah.
Okay. You don't remember this?
I remember him rapping. I remember him fucking with you constantly.
Of course. So Mark Nix had an annual tradition, at least an annual tradition. This guy we used to work with. We always joked that it was kind of the Andy Kaufman style of like.
He was.
But
definitely
anyway,
Andy Kaufman.
super kind of wild, weird dude. But he went out of his way to sort of prank my desk, but he set up a documentarian style camera across from me. But without telling me, he just showed up one day and he started, he was working for a second. And then all of a sudden you just see like the tripod coming up. Like, And I'm like, Mark, what? Come on, man. I'm trying to get some work done here. And like, he knows that it bothers me.
Yeah.
And that's where it started. 12 days of him having a camera on me. And he later edited this stuff, but he would do stuff like, and I'll give you the great example. Across from his desk is where he's at. That hair, the Kurt Cobain hair is amazing. Across from my desk is, see the cabinet up there? We all had those cabinets.
Yep.
I think it was the final day.
Did he bury something in it or something like that? Did he?
He opens it up. It's 9 a.m. in the morning, and he just flips it open. He turns the camera on, and he pulls a string, and it's this PlayStation neon sign, like beaming neon into my face. He did all sorts of stuff like that. He flew a kite.
Yeah, I remember the
above
kite.
my desk. He did all
the
sorts
kite.
of stuff.
I remember him. I remember, and I might be making this up. You tell me if this is real or not.
It's all
Didn't
blurry.
he turn the cage, the video
Yes.
cage, into something?
This
like a
is the one
prison or
I
something
always
like that?
remember.
Oh, he
Setting
flew the
up
kite.
flying the kite above. you.
Again, he was doing this to photograph or video record my. I don't know if the clown
He
hair
was
is
just
about
fascinated. He was just very fascinated by you.
He was
We
torturing.
were
me.
all fascinated by you.
He was
You were
torturing.
special.
He did. He was.
You were special.
Where's Mark Nixon now?
Yeah, he flew a kite above my desk. dude. He was really unbelievable, though. He created Fort Franz. There was Fort Fran
Franz,
1.
That's what it was.
So what I would
yes.
do is I would take, a week off and go visit family in Illinois, and I came back for the first time, and there was a cardboard boxes around my desk,
Yep.
fully encapsulated.
Yep.
And that was Fort Fran number 1, and then the next year he did it again, and
We did it. By the way, we did that well before Community did that.
Community. Yeah,
Community
that
did
was
a big
definitely
Fort thing
Community
on-
was not
and
nearly.
they stole that from. I'm telling you right now, they stole it from.
I didn't even know they did that, but
Yeah.
I don't know where Mark got it from, but wouldn't be surprised if they saw it. So Just crazy times. Different. I mean, that's maybe what you were getting at with The Office is like, that was just normal. It wasn't a big deal. Like we were just grinding out so much content and busy, but they knew that we had to be like playful and like friends, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think, it's, again, to the question today on Greg Way, I think I always say that at IGN, I was the last hire of the old guard and the first hire of the new guard. I was the first person hired under Fox Interactive Media, and I got such a crazy fucking relocation package that no one ever got again. Because they wasted so much money on Greg Miller that they're like, what the fuck? What? Never. These editors that are talking about games. But it went from being, I don't like throwing it around, but stick with me before. But it went from being a boys club or just a clubhouse, I guess, of like-minded friends and goofballs to actually becoming the starting down that we are a actual business.
Yeah.
We are a real place. We have metrics for success, and we're bringing in people who are going to push the content forward and do real jobs to where you are now, where you have a Rebecca Valentine doing great fucking work. You know what I mean? And just the way IGN is now versus the goofballs it was for us, which was awesome and so amazing. But to that, you never know when the good old days were the good old days till you're gone. Just like as I said in Greg Way today, always assumed I was going to be, I'll leave IGN, sure. But we'll swing by for the GDC party. Sure. We'll come be on a game scoop here and there. I never expected it to be fucking gone. And like that is done. And the people who there it is, the people who are living here are gone. You know what I mean? It's like crazy to think about that. It is a dope sign.
Not any other word. I hate him so much to this day, dude.
It's weird to think about. It really is.
Yeah.
That they don't have a footprint really here at all. Although the office they have down in LA is amazing.
That's a great office, sure.
I would absolutely stop by if we were ever invited, which we're
not.
Oh,
I put glasses on because it was so bright.
God, you look like Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible 2.
And this is the thing, is you would just take it, Fran, and you would just take it.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that people know about me is that I think it's funny. I am slightly annoyed, but like I go with the joke, you know? He's zooming into my face. I hate him so much.
He loves you, dude. He loved you.
There's so much of this stuff out there. It's crazy. But Greg, what you're getting at, one thing that made me think of was about, I think a big part of that DNA was like, we were also trying to like dig ourselves up from being like the fanboys of what we did, right? Because magazines and G4, right? Like all of that it was seen by PR in particular. And like those are the professionals.
For sure.
And like in a way, I feel like it was almost like cast on us. It was who we were, but in part it was like, like we were trying to earn that professionalism. And then we did. Yeah. And things started to change because of that. So I don't know if that was part of it, but.
Well, that was always the hard part, right? Because we saw that. I still caught some of that when I started. And then we had to go through the whole rigmarole again of being like, we're trying to legitimize ourselves in the eyes of PR. G4 was the thing. G4 was on TV, even though, they were on cable, but they were still TV. So it's a prestige sort of outlet, right?
And they had a huge budget.
You had the magazines that were seen as prestige, but we would be like, hey, like, what's your average magazine readership, like subscribership? We get like 10x that in like videos and
even then they didn't care.
And these things, and they were like, we don't care. And like, why don't you fucking care? Like, this is where eyeballs on. These people are going to these are dedicated people who are seeking out our information to figure out if they want to buy your product or not. They're not random casuals and like we actually can tell you metrics of who clicked on this freaking page. Yeah. And then we had to fight the whole battle again with video.
Yeah.
Right when the written word was there, we were like, what if we sold video instead? And nobody wants video. It's like, come on, guys. Yeah. And then, remember the fight with YouTube where it's like, dude, we should be on YouTube. And they're like, we don't need to be on YouTube.
Yeah. Like, at first they didn't want to go.
We have IGN.com has a video player. Why would we go to YouTube? People will come to us. Yeah. And it was like, and to IGN's credit,
they were, they
as a company, even though we're all part of it or whatever, learned the lesson. Where it was like that was something referenced from then on of like, we thought we have to be where the audience is. We can't bring the audience to us. That day of the internet is done. We need to be where they are. Yep. And that's why you see them everywhere. Can I give you guys an exclusive and tell you a story here in this walk down memory lane? Again, another one I don't know what we're getting into fully. But in 2013, I was asked by my cousin's children, also my cousins, I don't know, if I could do a video for career day at their school. And so I did one of what it's like to be a video game journalist career day, right? And of course I went way too long and did the whole thing, yada, yada. I did it, forgot all about it. Years later, when I think we were in this studio, I got an email from the principal of the school that was like, hey, you don't know me, but I'm the principal and yada, yada. You in 2013 did this video for us, and it was so good and so well received. We watch it every career day.
Whoa.
But we went to get it ready for this year, and it's privatized because we had gone. It was when we made the switch to YouTube. I think it was when it was one thing where we went through and there was a bunch of old kind of funny / game over Greggy content. Because remember, this company starts as my YouTube channel. So that I think Roger or Tim or whoever went through and like put a bunch of stuff private. So it wouldn't clog up everything. And so I undid it for them, and they still to this day watch it. And just within the last 6 months, I put up some reel that kind of went virally enough that somebody popped in and was like, "Hey man, I saw you in a middle school presentation like 10 years ago."
Whoa.
And I was like, "Oh, it's my cousin." And he wasn't even talking about the cousin I was. It was the cousin that 4 years later went there and did the whole thing.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but I
rules.
I dug it out. Can we not play it with the sound up, but we can just dig through? Because it's long as hell. How long is it, Kev? I can't see.
33 minutes.
But this is like, if you want a comprehensive tour of 625 2nd Street, like this would be it. Because if memory serves, I edited it because this is after I already had cancer. So I was already doing the YouTube channel. So I had somebody film me, and I had us walk through the entire office.
like
and
I
this
told
is
you for
the
this.
game over
That
Greggy.
sounds right, because I think it was definitely up at noon time.
Yeah,
So,
I think I
it's just fucking
probably
around.
put the camera on you for this.
Yeah. But you can scrub through wherever you want, Kev, if there's anything even interesting. But like it's crazy that I edit. This looks so good too. Me explaining what's going on, the old sites and stuff. Here's a walkthrough of all our old awards and toys and shit. Because this office was so cool.
It was cool.
It's so
this was
fucking cool.
It was, I mean, for people who have not heard us talk ad nauseum about this office was 3 blocks away
from the
from
ball.
Giant Stadium.
Yeah. The
2 blocks
room.
away from Momo's, which was like the bar everyone went to before you went to the game at Giant. During game days, it was pandemonium.
Insane.
And I would stand outside and smoke cigarettes, just watch everyone walk by, and then I'd go back up to Fran and be like, "I'm gonna go home now."
Yeah.
I remember this. I remember the.
Oh, yeah, and
Sin did this.
we hired artists to do custom. So we
But Sin
themed
did this
conference
one.
rooms.
Sin, I remember.
Was
This
it
was
Bioshock
Sin?
room?
Yeah, Little Sin painted
Bioshock, yeah.
forever.
And
doing
you
this
cashed,
Bioshock.
dude. This
These
is
rooms
awesome.
were so obnoxious. They were
Dude.
awesome, but I was like, can we just have one normal conference room? that
We
doesn't
did a
have, like,
Left 4 Dead one as well.
The one,
like-
the other was the one in the middle that had like holes in the wall. I was like, people can hear what we're saying.
I'm gonna send this. Oh, this is the different demo room, but still the demo room.
oh,
This is where
my
Fran,
baby.
I believe Fran did as we fit
Yep.
review in
Connect,
this
the
room.
Connect
The
room.
Ubisoft
Oh,
Connected.
yeah, Ubisoft Connect.
That's what it was.
It was that one.
Yeah, this is a cool demo room.
Yeah, and it's funny because I really
a lot of
liked the
people
very
slept on
first
those.
one at the old office,
Oh,
but
God.
these were the original chairs.
Again, talking about IGN growing up, these chairs,
Twister.
not here, but back at 8000 Marina Boulevard.
Yeah.
The amount of times I would come in blindly hungover.
Yes.
Do whatever I needed to. And then I'm like, I have 15 minutes, and I go lay in there with the lights off. Just
Dude,
laying
it
on the
was
chairs.
cold and quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
We had
exactly.
soundproofing and everything.
God, we had the arcade over here. I shot so
Oh,
much shit
wow.
at this arcade. So
I'll have
much
to
shit.
yeah, this is such a trip because, yeah, it's so vivid, but I couldn't draw these memories unless I saw it, you know?
Yeah, I know. Again, that's what I'm saying is even though I remembered this, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah. But like everything to me,
You
like
know
I,
what? We should watch Not Another Zombie Apocalypse because we shot a lot of that in these rooms.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That was the vault.
The vault. This was the
101
big
room.
Yeah, that was the
Conference
cool.
room.
Yeah,
That's
the
where we
go-
came up with the idea for Up at Noon. I don't know. I just made that up.
no, it's funny that
Might
my
have been.
first thought seeing that room was how many sort of very serious meetings we had in the vault.
That's right.
Many YouTube meetings
This is
forged
cool.
there.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this over to them.
Oh, this is amazing. I didn't know. So wait, this is on
This
Kinda
is an
Funny now?
unlisted video on Kind of Funny. Yeah.
Right, because this
That's
kind of
cool.
funny used to be Game Over Greggy.
Right, exactly.
We
yeah.
stole a lot of videos from IGN before we left. We
I
stole that,
didn't steal
and I stole.
Hey,
two-
we're
two
trying to get our-
sandbags.
You stole the sandbags. I remember that. And Fran almost caught us.
I freaked out. I stole sandbags.
You stole sandbags.
I was like, I don't know if we're ever gonna be able to afford sandbags.
Your brother
I was
coulda
"Take the
got you sandbags."
They were $10.
It was that thing where you and me tossed him in the trunk and like shut the trunk.
I
and
never knew
Fran
that,
was walking
Jack.
towards us in the parking garage. Like, oh fuck.
I stole from
You guys
I
just-
stole specifically.
man, betrayal.
I robbed you blind of
Betrayal.
sandbags too.
Uh,
Look at that. The low ceilings, you could just reach up and like touch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
grab that
holes
exposed
and- Oh
wood.
man, I loved it. This office was fucking cool.
This is the best.
now, what was it, dude? Was this our first
This is
news
the Daily
corner?
Fix corner. Yeah.
Look,
This,
I
I,
mean,
think this is when you were doing like we're gonna do a bunch of little splinter pop up, have a conversation about whatever.
yeah, it was
the
probably our
conversation
first
corner, maybe,
conversations or news sets. Actually, I'm curious because I don't remember seeing.
That's what
Oh,
it looked like. Yeah.
this was a news set. No, this was news. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This was like just IGN news.
Yeah.
When we just
But
did
this is like
news
the
thing.
first news
When we
set.
finally figured out that nobody wants to dig through a 30-minute long show for news of the day.
Ah, Unit 13.
We were
What
just
a
like,
video.
why don't we just do the news story and put it out?
Yes.
And everyone's like, oh, this is really smart. This gets us a lot more views. There's
Naomi.
Naomi.
That was like one of our first years there, probably.
Yeah.
Those daily fix graphics still go hard.
Is it Leah?
Yeah, now I'm walking through the room.
Oh my
Now
God,
I'm in the
Leah.
adults.
Now I'm in the
Leah?
This is the
adult
adult
audience, the
section,
adult
yeah.
part of the thing.
Leah's still
we have
there.
real jobs. We have businesses.
God,
Top
that
of sale.
YouTube mural too.
Yep,
When we got the
yep.
YouTube channel, we painted that mural.
Jack
as
did
sales.
that, didn't he?
Yeah, didn't we do that like as to like thank
That was
them?
no, that was
As
that
a
was
sales
that
tool?
was our. We did it when we were auditioning for the job.
Yes.
Yeah.
We that was cool.
It was a
That was smart.
bit of both. Yeah. Because we got the deal.
Yeah, but we didn't have it yet. I remember.
Yeah,
it was part
I
of the-
remember
really?
part
It
of
was
the
part-
typically being like, let's put it in there, and then we'll put it in the video, and that'll really tip it
It'll work
over.
out. It'll
And
work
those
like
rooms were
handing out
all
money.
these. Do you have our Avid bays and stuff? Oh, please show that. It's right down there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the Avid.
Oh yeah, but these desks and the edit bays. Are
I think we
so-
turned.
This is what I was talking about
Yeah.
today. Of like the a good.
This had the
thing.
whisper room in it, right? Did this have the
One of them.
vocal
The one
booth?
on the other side did.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the one where I was like today, like good and bad things about the career or whatever. And I'm like, how easy it is to
Kevin, look
capture
at that-
footage now.
Kevin, go back and look at that desk real quick. Look how fucking big that desk was just to capture footage.
This is this
Well,
is
it
just
was
to
an
capture
editing
shit.
bay too. But you knew me, Nick. I was like, we were fighting for professionalism. I'm
Look,
like,
it's
we
got
need.
the Avid keyboard too. That's
Yeah.
the keyboard that came specifically with it. It didn't have the letters. It had all the icons for the keyboard.
But yeah, I was like,
which
look,
I wish
we
they
need
did.
monitors, we need mixers, all of it, because
That's
like,
that monitor right there. Not the two monitors. The actual like program monitor is a Panasonic. That was like a $3,000.
yeah, they were expensive.
For actually viewing program that we put on the internet.
In
Be
retrospect,
compressed and put on YouTube. Look like shit.
yeah. To be
I
fair,
decided
we
that.
didn't really need it, but we did send stuff out for TV and stuff sometimes.
We
It
did,
was-
we
It was useful in those moments, but
We did. No. It was absolutely useful.
And it was-
what we had to do. It was just really. It was just crazy that I was like, this will be the least professional environment I ever work in again. And it was the most.
yeah,
It's
right.
crazy that you were watching this and just ripping it apart, and like middle school kids are watching this today and be like, man, it takes a lot of equipment to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
In reality, now
In
it's
reality-
like turn your phone around. Speak
Go back. Wait.
into
Go
it.
back to that real quick, Kev. See, pause it real quick. The bottom left-hand corner is the Folsom scaler.
Yep.
Remember that thing where you'd have to physically program in the aspect ratio and the frame rate of whatever the source was,
Yeah.
and then
scale it.
It was a pass through and it was scale.
Those
And
things
if you
are so
didn't get
handy.
it right, you would fucking capture everything wrong, and frame would get so mad at you. He'd be like, "Well, it's okay, but we have to recapture every single one of these things now." God,
It was. I mean, dude, those things were so handy though.
they were so cool. We had those
But yeah,
for
you're-
years.
Crazy, you're seeing some of the behind the scenes of
1080p
like, stuff
scalers.
that Nick and I did that like we fought very hard. It was so hard to get
You
budget.
fought hard.
I mean,
You fought for all of
definitely
us.
We
you
all
fought
did.
for the user.
But yeah, literally, it was to get to the point that every year we had a certain budget that we could do this stuff.
Oh my god, they were still making the mural too.
Probably.
Yeah, they were.
That's crazy.
Oh, you have it before it was done.
And a Musk.
Amazing. That is so many time capsules in this.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
keep
Yeah,
going.
short-term memory.
Oh, this is the costume room.
yeah.
This was
is-
Fran's closet too. This is the second Fran's closet.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god.
There's the.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That was a good looking set.
It was a good looking.
Solid, dude.
Look at that, dude. Eat your heart out, John Oliver.
Right?
Oh man, original control. Or
There's
not
the-
original.
There's the studio. Yeah, look at the approach we did. Simple but super effective.
Perfect.
Honestly, I
Literally,
miss it. It's
Turn the camera to the left, you got a set. Turn the camera to the right, you got a set. Turn the camera around, you got a set. We had
Yeah.
3 sets there.
and the black box. I know that was always a tough choice, but it worked.
No, but colored lighting in those. I remember specifically like going, I'm like, I want depth for these fucking squares. We have to have depth. And everyone's like, what? Because it was just the black walls, right? And then later, the
At
iteration
first.
2.0 was the actual
Yeah.
squares, which was cool. And that just looked good. It looks good.
Brings back memories.
I know.
man.
Now we're just watching in silence. We can.
Yeah.
I'll post.
Our
this
brains
tomorrow.
are starting to like.
This was always the. Oh wait. Oh, this was the podcast. too,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is-
See, this is way later though.
Nightmare of cables.
Yeah,
Jeez.
but still cool.
The amount of
I
podcasts
barely
lost
remember
in
that one.
fucking place.
Why is that? Do they would just not capture correctly?
Look at that. You see that? Charlie Sheen jokes. Welcome, April 2011.
Yeah, it's a good point. How many people listen to audio for this podcast? Like,
Our audio? Oh, a lot. And
yeah, they're like, what is going on? Greg is
No, they're
shirtless
fine,
at an
but
old
They
IGN.
understand what they're doing. We're allowed to do this. We're allowed to do this.
Yeah, but
That's
this
a show.
this must have been what year then, Greg? It
This is
was
2013. It said.
2013. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's crazy. God dang.
Different times.
Well,
We
what
could do a lot of
fun
memory
trip
lane.
down the memory lane here,
I know.
as we of course have to deal with the fact that Pear has blocked my phone number.
Yeah.
Just Stonewall.
You know what I mean?
He owes
After
us-
everything I've done for this company, I'm the only one who chronicled our history in 2013
Messed up.
for a cousin. No big deal. It happened. Though.
Messed up.
I can try to call him if you want. See
Do
if I
it.
can- What if he
Do
does
it.
What if you're wait? So are you sure you have the right number?
I mean,
he has-
it's
You
the
want me
same
to
one
try
I
to call
called
Pear?
a million times.
Hold on. I'll try to call Pear right now.
Okay.
He knows that obviously.
He hasn't responded to my email.
That's crazy. I have 3 numbers for him. I don't know which one. Oh, no, I got it. Hold on. Here we go.
Why do you have 3 numbers for him?
One's probably
It's
from the old
ringing.
Brisbane.
So put it to the microphone, and obviously announce that you're on live on a show.
I don't hear it ringing.
You hear that?
But it's not blocking me, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you said the wrong number, Greg.
I think you dialed an old Brisbane number.
All right.
All right, we'll try him again sometime. Do you want to leave a message?
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Well, pair. Seems like we've got quite the problem, huh? Yeah, this is Greg Miller on Fran's phone. I'm live on the Kind of Funny podcast. As I'm sure you've seen on your email, you're in a pickle, sir. I can't believe you would block my phone number. Because I call and it just goes boo, boo, boo. And then, but Fran calls and it rings and here's a voicemail to talk to you on.
Something's going on.
Something's going on. I sent you an email about a cease and desist. But if you answer nice to that, I have a video of 6:25 from the front door all the way through every room we had. It's 33 minutes long. I made it for a cousin. Don't ask questions.
Are you
But I'll
offering
share
a
it.
trade?
If you give us the Fran photo, frame the Fran fan art. That's all we want.
That's all we
This will
want.
all make sense when you read your email or watch the Kind of Funny podcast. Goodbye. You hate to see it.
Man, he
Bad
straight up
apples.
blocked him.
You know?
Blocked by Big Pear Schneider.
Tough one.
Couldn't make
Everybody,
it past the 30th anniversary, man.
this has been another eye-opening episode of the Kind of Funny podcast. We hope you've enjoyed hanging out with us and trading old IGN stories about offices you may never have gone to. Of course, we do this each and every week. Not the IGN part, just us hanging out. If you like that, of course, tune in, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, podcast services around the globe. No matter where you get the show, thank you for your support. Remember, go that extra mile. Pick up a Kind of Funny membership. Patreon.com/kindoffunny, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, Apple, Spotify. You give us $10. We give you all of our content ad-free. Your daily dose of me, Greg Miller, in a series we call Greg Way. And of course, Good Karma, which Pear is getting none of.
None.
No.
For supporting an 11-year-old, 11-person small business. If you're watching live, there is a video game stream coming up. What it is, I cannot.
Me and
I
Joey.
don't know. Is
Me
it?
and Joey are going to play a game about roadside assistance.
Oh, I love
Like
that for you guys.
yeah.
You love those fun simulators.
Oh, we love them. We like to get in our Duffy on that one.
If you're watching or listening later, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. For now, though, Fran, thank you for joining us. Where can people keep up with you?
Thank you for having me here. Of course, FM3 on Twitch, but also we have FM3 Plays on YouTube now. My internet is, it's working that I can dual stream, but all the archives are on FM3 Plays. So drop a follow over there if you want.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Until next time, everybody, it's been our pleasure to serve you. Fucking Pear.